The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports.
That boy got a leg on him. Oh, let me see what we want to do.
On the double.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Oh, that should have been a pick.
Well, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. These two teams, division rivals, of course, and you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win, and the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022, but the two-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville, and that loss ultimately kept Indianapolis home for the playoffs. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Got him.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Got him, coach. Ran his route for him.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally.
We there?
Because all division games
Not
have
going
a
for
extra
it.
to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence.
Ah, how'd they make him fall?
Out to the flat. That's
Bro,
complete
this
to his
nigga
running
fell.
back.
Come
He
on.
takes us beyond the 35 before going out of
Come
bounds.
on, bar.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I ain't worried about that shit at all.
On the counter, ETN. He's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Jaguars had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Come on, Kenny.
Down to around the 47-yard
Scary ass
line.
throw.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll go again with Etienne. And not able to break
Stop
away
shooting
this
that little
time,
shit.
They're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, Alpha.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Kyle
Stop
Ford.
playing with him.
And the Colts are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He dropping back. He dropping back. There we go.
Richardson to throw off play action. Out to his left.
Oh, shit, I
He's
wouldn't
gonna have to
pay
eat
attention.
this one as down he goes. Tall
Damn, I
task
wouldn't
ahead
pay
over here,
attention.
needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage, good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods.
Come on, that's a
And he's
first.
going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Again, it's Richardson. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, dragging feet. He looks collected and marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football.
And he will fight his way
into
the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Let me see. Okay. Let's see that.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere to put his foot in the ground and come back out there, and it just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. QB sneak, Richardson. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
I'm going to stop JT. Fuck that.
Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he takes
it on
for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result,
together, my boy.
Touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick
ain't going nowhere.
Because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Lawrence to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. First target, first catch, and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
We're not going for that weak shit. Cut it out. Cut it out. Go ahead and throw the pick.
Looking for Ridley.
Pass interference like a motherfucker. Offensive pass interference too.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm. But sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
Not going nowhere.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On third down, here's Etienne.
I'm going to give you that one.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on fourth.
Go ahead, go for it, so I bust this bitch wide open.
On their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally, I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Lawrence on the sneak, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
So a bold call that this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the fourth down conversion. Etienne up the middle.
Etienne is not doing nothing. Sit your ass down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Got it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll run with Etienne.
Bro, ain't no way. We all right there. Get the fuck out of here.
At the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I'm going to get us another one, boys.
Because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off. This quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
All right, let's go ahead and take this shot.
Against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Come on, come on. We got him. We got him.
On 1st and 10,
we got him. Ah, she stayed there.
Kidder here, it's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Play action. It's Lawrence.
Sit your ass down.
Get rid of it. He's taken down.
So
2 minutes
to
play.
play throw,
First half, it's 14-0.
Yeah, let's try this.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Lawrence
Bro,
knocked away.
that's a pick six.
Come on, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll try to run with ETA.
Come on. Go ahead, kick the field goal. Take
about
the 3.
17.
Take the 3.
Pick up there. It's 4th down.
Yes,
this
sir.
Situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Boys kicking that motherfucker, huh? 131, 3 timeouts. Field goal straight.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. He's going to lose yardage here. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Come on,
this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. But they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster.
Bro, we right there with this shit. Let's go. You ain't going nowhere.
Be
Come on.
decisive with it. Otherwise,
some pick
the end
all
result
day.
could be something you don't like.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence.
Give me that. Stop fucking playing with me.
Interception for Lawrence. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it.
Bro, come on.
This one incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Second down, here's Richardson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Fuck.
Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
Burners, 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 get your little ass off me. Burners.
Taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's been exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Richardson now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but he falls incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they break on here in this 3rd quarter. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Taylor is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That makes things really difficult for their offense.
On the 5.
Back at the 5-yard line now.
Back in this last 5-2. Okay.
Now it's Richardson. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he
Stop playing with him.
Colts touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence.
Butters.
Incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught by
more Kenny, bro. You got to get
he's going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now, Lawrence.
He's going to throw it back to us.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Lawrence going to throw again.
I was right. Come on, why they make me stop?
Got his tight end Ingram.
Evan Ingram, who would pick it off?
All the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On play action, Lawrence. They'll roll him out right.
Got his ass.
Pass is intercepted.
Told you, we get it back. We get it back. We're going to the crib. Don't even worry about it.
He's at the 50.
And
the Colts are going to
damn, he's supposed to take off.
The football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try.
You come down to 5-2
today? All he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Sliding out of the pocket. That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards that time.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And he picked up another first down there.
Richardson to throw off play action. And hit behind.
Bro, ain't no way. Come on, ain't no way. Get the fuck out of here on that tackle.
His guys will get the football
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early.
So ass down.
Coming and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Lawrence.
This should have been a pick.
Incomplete.
Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Damn, Rich.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Bro, you gotta catch that. Fuck, that's a pick.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence.
Here we go.
Here's another interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And
there we
the Colts
go.
are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
No gain on the play there, second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Certainly was a great comeback, but they did fall short. Let's go. Take away the offense. Start. What is the Raiders going to do? Well, to win part of a playoff game, you've got to do the hard work.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
Bro, ain't no way in hell.
Lose yardage here.
Who was that over there
That's
blocking?
going to go down as a loss of 5.
Blocked
And it
his
brings
ass.
up third
Shit.
down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long.
There we go.
3rd and long for Richardson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles. But they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
We take
With this game
points.
well in hand,
We ain't worried about
it's
it.
an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full play for them, no matter who's on the field.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
You ready?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
Why are you playing with Rodgers like that?
Another interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him, but you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on, but it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Isaiah McKenzie from 3 yards out. And the Colts.
To destinations in life and around the globe. Sometimes it's beautiful. Sometimes it's a blur. Because life never stops. You need someone you can trust to go right along with you, no matter where the future leads. Enterprise. For lives and drives.
To really make your summer, make the most of our summer savings, the most of our know-how, and the most of our low prices. Best of all, you can make it all in one trip. Summer savings means summer doing. Get started now and make your summer with the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Way to a 2-0 start. Gay is on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Lakers Nuggets tonight on ESPN. There were 2 guys. Both guys drove to work. Neither guy wore their seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. Both guys drove home. One guy wore a seatbelt. One guy didn't.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Etienne once more.
Well, ain't going nowhere.
Here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to shoot for. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Fuck, why is he in there? I don't like that.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
First game
And now here's another interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the
That's the
Colts
rookie,
TD.
too.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Carter hoping to hold a nice little spot in the
Zip him the fuck up.
to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
That's what I'm going to do.
You don't have to reverse superstition for the work. Because after this many orders on the game, you're looking at injuries enough for the move.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, and what has been a rough go for them. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Now Lawrence on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard.
Boy, why you playing with him?
And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40.
Talking about Chief Keef ain't no hitter.
Defense knew the passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. They find some open field here. And some good acceleration.
Get 100 yards, Taylor.
Midfield to the 48-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him now. He's been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Bro, where you throwing it to?
This throw nearly intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. But third down coming up.
Running weak ass
big
blitzes.
here in the fourth quarter, up really
better
big.
send them.
Passing incompletion. I don't
About
think
to light
they
your
needed
ass
a
up
completion,
again.
but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Eyes the crossing route, and he finds
and we'll take the rough in the pass.
Taken down. Plus,
Let's
there's
go.
a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Your head coach is Michael Malone. Here's some sound.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
All right, get your honey, Taylor.
Play action. Now Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. And wisely will throw that one away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And this is caught at the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There you go. Knock that bitch down, Vanderbilt.
Here, some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And
Come on,
oftentimes you hear this
let's go.
expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
Damn, he ain't get it.
The touch pass looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw.
Bro, no! You had that pick.
They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand.
Unfortunately, they dug themselves a hole with poor defensive transition.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go, here we go.
Going for it. Here's
No, sir. Stop playing with us.
Even lost a yard. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Richardson. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he takes it in for the score.
Stop playing with him.
Play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was their
AR.
defense really made the statement
I
after
had
the
to
break.
seal
They
the
pitched
deal.
the second half
I don't know
shutout.
why you keep playing with me, G.A.